Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a dream reading. So this is going to be a general reading regarding your dreams. Since I don't have the story of your dreams, it may not fully resonate, so just so you're aware, in order for me to fully understand and interpret your dream, you would have to book a dream interpretation reading with me, but this is just a general dream reading. And here we have 3 piles. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1, you have neighbor. This could be a key influence in the dream. We won't know until we dive into your reading. Pile 2, you have solitude. And pile 3, you have uncertainty. Now go ahead and take your time for choosing pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. You can choose more than one, or if you want to choose all of them, since we are constantly dreaming. So this may be related to a dream you've had in the past, recent past, way back when past, or possibly a dream you may have in the future, and it might resonate with you then. So I'll see you at your pile selection. Hello pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose neighbor, this may be a key influence on the dream that you had. We'll see when we get there though. So first I'm going to shuffle from my oracle deck, which is called the Blind Spot Oracle. The way I do it is I read the sigils and see what energy I get off of the sigil. There is a book that comes with it that lets you know what each sigil means per the creator, but I generally like to go off what I see, feel, or hear from seeing the sigil, as well as any other cards that we get in your reading. So let's see what energy we get that might have been surrounding this dream. We have number 34 in case you guys want to reference numerology, and we have number 21. All right, so what I'm getting with these, this is making me think fire, right? Something either drastic occurred or sort of like an adventure type of dream, or you may have been trying to run away from danger is what I'm getting from here. So I'm getting fire, adventure, or running. Here I'm getting creativity vibes. You see how some of these items will kind of look like you're making potions. You may have to have created something on the spot to save yourself from within your dream. But again, these are just examples and stuff that I'm seeing here. So let's see if we can dive deep into your dream. What did this dream mean, or what was this dream trying to tell you? What did this dream mean, or what was this dream trying to tell you? We have the Knight of Wands. Again, fire energy here, and this is the fastest moving knight too, which is going back to referencing you having to run or get away from something, get away from danger, or possibly run to go rescue somebody else. But I'm seeing movement, like running. We have the Hierophant. Okay. This is a very beautiful image here. I thought libraries right off the bat. And also this here is again making me think of, like, I'm seeing you running towards, not necessarily towards the light like you're gonna cross over, but you're running towards your freedom or the destination, kind of like it's at reach, it's right there, like I have to go, I have to get going. I'm also seeing library though. There might have been a scene in your dream that dealt with library, which is making me think that with the Hierophant also coming out, your dream wanted to let you know that there's a need for you to have sort of your wits about, especially if it involves you having to do quick thinking. So your dream may have been trying to either warn you or let you know to have your wits about you, and you may be called to take care of something on the spot or figure something out on the spot, like rapidly. More so like in an uncomfortable pace, if that makes any sense. A lot of us don't like being told to do things on the spot, right? But sometimes that calls for us to have to do and have to, what's the word? Improvise. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, here we have the Chariot. So again, chariots, movement, horses, running. There's a lot of running going on here. Maybe you're a runner. I don't know. That could be the other thing too. Maybe you've been pushing yourself a little too much with your exercises or with running. Not to say like exercise is bad or anything, but maybe relax a little bit on that. This might not resonate for everyone, this part, but that's just something that I thought of too. But again, with the Chariot here, the Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant, it's giving me movement vibes, fast movement vibes, having to be quick on your feet, also like quick thinking too. So if your dream felt like a premonition of some sort, then this is, I don't want to say warning because warning kind of sounds negative. This is a little guidance or insight for you to be aware of to help you out in the future when it comes to your dream that felt like a premonition. If it wasn't a premonition dream, again, I'm not sure what your dream was because I don't have your story in my hand, but if it didn't feel like a premonition, then your dream was probably just initially telling you there may be a point in time pretty soon that's going to call for you to come out of your comfort zone where you have to improvise and do something quickly. And if that does happen, or when it does happen, just, like I said, keep your wits about you with this Hierophant coming up. This may involve your neighbor. With, you know, the fact that you selected neighbor, this may have to do with something with a neighbor. Again, this can either be a neighbor now or a neighbor in the future. We don't know yet. At least we won't know unless you comment to let me know. But that's what I'm getting from this. Now let's see if I can pull a clarifier here. Oh, all right, well, we got 2 clarifiers. Or let's see if we can get like extra information here. We have 3 of Fiend and the Designer. Interesting, because the Designer fell out earlier as I was pre-shuffling my decks before I started. So with the Designer, the first thing that I thought of when it fell earlier out today is being a designer, you have to think ahead of time to understand what your design is going to look like or what you want to make, create, or build. Like I said earlier, you have to have your wits about you. So it may also call for you to think before you speak, is what I'm hearing too. 3 of Fiends. This you may have some sort of negative altercation with the neighbor possibly, or temptations. This can also represent temptations here, as you see the person reaching out to the Fiend here, you know, sort of tempting them, especially with this body language going on. So like I said, I'm seeing fast movement, having to think on your feet pretty quickly. So be alert is what I'm getting that your dream is trying to tell you. Be alert. All right, that's what I got for you, pile 1. Let me know in the comments down below if anything resonated at this moment or in the future whenever you come back to it. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. This is the card that you chose, which is Solitude. So colorful. This may be a key influence within your dream. We won't know until we dive into your reading, but that's just, you know, for you to be aware of. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pick a card or 2 from my oracle deck here, which is about sigils or symbols, and I'll see what sort of energy or imagery I get off of it, and we'll dive deeper into what your dream was either meant or trying to tell you. Let's see. We have 76 in case you want to reference numerology, and we have 21. Hey, this one came out in group 1. How funny is that? All right, so with 76 here, I am feeling balance. I'm seeing balance, sort of. There may have been a point in your dream where you weren't necessarily like walking on eggshells. Possibly, it possibly felt that way. But you may have been walking on something very, very thin and dangerous too. You know what I mean? Or sneaking. I'm also seeing sneaking. And then with this one, with 21, this is making me think of sort of, that was my cat, sort of like potions or brewing, creating, brainstorming, so to speak. You know, when we're creating potions or anything in general, we're brainstorming, right? All right, now let's see if we can get a few more cards just to get deeper insight on what this dream meant or what I was trying to tell you. And to see if it had any relation to solitude here too. Oh, all right, that's a little too much, Spirit. Just give me one. Here, let's do this one that's stuck out first. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, we have the Tower. Jesus Christ, look at that Tower. Going back to balance here, having to balance out with this Tower moment. Maybe in your dream, there was a point where there was some sort of destruction or something falling over or caving in or something. And there was a point where you had to not tippy-toe, but go through a dangerous ledge. You know what I mean? Balance yourself out so you don't fall. There's possibly falling in your dream too. You may be somebody who dreams a lot about falling, which is here, obviously the tower is tipping over, right? We also have 9 of Cups here, where we see a lot of kittens here. This gives me like resting, warm, cozy vibes though, which is making me think that whatever happened, it caught you off guard in the dream. Or maybe there was a shift in scene in your dream. There are some people who have multiple dreams. Well, a lot of us have multiple dreams, but a lot of us can't remember them or think we don't dream. But some of us can remember multiple dreams and scenes that we have. And I feel like this might have been one of those types of dreams. And we have the Chariot. You have the Chariot too. Group 1 had the Chariot, but yours came out in reverse though. So this is going back with the whole balance thing, balance and patience here with the Chariot in reverse, not moving so hastily. Even if, you know, with the Tower movement here, when things seem to be falling apart or disrupting your 9 of Cups moment here, your dream was letting you know to not move so hastily. Which is interesting. I feel like this is the total opposite of pile 1. It is, because pile 1 was different. Okay, sorry. So with this one, I'm seeing chaos, but there's a need for balance within your chaos. And in order for you to start to achieve balance within your chaos, there is going to be a need for you to have solitude, to reflect, to meditate, to detox yourself from the chaos that you're going through, whether that's internally, whether that's suppressed traumas, anything like that. This might have been a suppressed dream. It might have been a dream that initially didn't make any sense for you because it's things that you have been suppressing for years or months or weeks, something that you don't really care to pay attention to anymore, or just try to just get it out of your life, but it's still there because it wasn't fully healed. But that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Now let me just pull a bit of clarifiers just to see if we get anything else on what this dream meant or what it was trying to tell you. We have the Sorceress, came out in reverse. Well, this is telling me with the Sorceress coming out in reverse, you're not I feel like this might not be for all of you, but I feel like for some of you, you may want to like dive into lucid dreaming, or maybe you're really curious about lucid dreaming and controlling your dreams, but you're really frustrated that you haven't been able to yet. With the sorceress in reverse, this is usually like the sorceress, you know, it's a powerful person. They know how to control their power and all that stuff. But with it being in reverse, there's no control there, right? It's kind of everywhere. So with some of you, those of you who want to learn and practice lucid dreaming, like I mentioned earlier here, it's something that requires patience. And for you to get to that point, you do have to clear your mind of things, right? You have to do that solitude, meditation, things of that sort. For other people, this can seem that, this could be saying that your life right now, it feels like it's not in control, especially with this Tower coming out. That sort of disrupted your Nine of Cups moment here. Let's see what else we got. Here we have Two of Celestials. All right, well, I'm getting, there is somebody who's been trying to help you, but either you're too stuck in your mind, or it may be your ego getting in the way, where you're not wanting or allowing the help. Because the Celestial, like, they're reaching out to help you out. You know what I mean? Look at this badass person right here. Sorry. So they're reaching out to be sort of like with tough love. Whoever this person or people are that have been trying to reach out to you, whether you noticed it or not, they're essentially trying to do it with tough love, and it might not be the best approach to you right now, but if it's the only one right now, it doesn't hurt to try. And also talk it out with them too. If you don't like their approach on them trying to help you out, talk it out with them. Nobody's gonna know what's going on unless you speak up, right? So that's what I got for you, pile 2. It was kind of deep. So your dream might be a suppressed dream. All right, well, if anything resonated, let me know in the comments down below, pile 2. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose uncertainty. Now, this may be a key influence in your dream, so we're just going to leave this aside here and see what the cards say and if they do connect to the card that you picked. First, I'm going to do my oracle deck here, which is about sigils and symbols. So I'm going to use this to get just a general energy read of what your dream may have felt like, or any key things that may have occurred in your dream, and then we'll dive deeper. So let's see what we get. Let's take this one. All right, so we have number 11 if you guys want to reference numerology, and we have number 45. The first thing that I saw here was honestly like a cat's face. I'm wondering if there was a cat in your dream, or if if a cat has anything strong or symbolic to do in your life. I'm seeing clouds and floating and possibly flying here. I saw the word air is what I got from this one. Here totally looks like a rocket. Makes me think of a rocket here. Your dream may have involved something to do with space, or again, flying or floating, which is pretty cool because in here, these people are literally flying or floating. That's so cool. All right, let's see if we can dive deeper to see what your dream was about, or what it meant, what your dream is trying to tell you. And just so you guys know, sometimes dreams don't mean anything at all. But let's see what we have here. Okay. Get this one. This one. So we have, well, this one came out first. Ooh, you also have the Hierophant. This came out in pile 1. So you have the Hierophant here. You have Temperance. And you have 4 of Cups. Interesting. Now I did see flying and floating here. I have a feeling that you're someone who daydreams a lot. Maybe this may have been a daydream going on too, because since I'm seeing air and flying and floating going upwards, like where our head would be, I think it's called the crown chakra. I'm not 100% with chakras, but correct me if I'm wrong. But in that area, I feel like there's just a lot going on in that area. You may be somebody who daydreams a lot. I'm also seeing, for some reason, I saw a person covering themselves, like wrapping themselves in a blanket. You know what I mean? You may have recently had something tough that you went through, and that's why you were kind of wrapping yourself in a blanket. Instead of allowing yourself to fly, so to speak, I feel like you're pulling yourself down. Not that there's anything wrong with, being grounded or anything, but this was a different kind of pulling down that I'm seeing, or like holding. Kind of like, picture somebody standing on the earth, right? But there's hands that came out of the ground and that they're holding them. You're not able to walk. There might have been a scene in your dream where, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had this, but either you're walking or you're going up the stairs, possibly running, but you're going very slowly and you're like, what the heck? I'm trying my best and I'm using all of my strength to move, but it's just not working. I've had those. Some of you who picked this pile may have had that too. There's something that's keeping you from flying. What I'm getting with, honestly, with the Temperance, the way the animals are kind of moving here, it's kind of like the imagination coming out. You know what I mean? But from within their mind. It could be within their heart too. Because, usually things that we love connect to our mind, and that's how we bring them together and make them into something. But something is keeping you from not necessarily like releasing your thoughts. There's a cloud there. There's a dark cloud. Kind of like a thunderstorm in your mind that's going on. And with the Hierophant coming out, it may be, I feel like I'm seeing father. I don't know, this might be for some of you, but like a father figure or father influence that isn't approving of things that you do or understanding of things that you do. They prefer things the traditional way. They might be hard-headed. That may be the reason of this dark cloud or thunderstorm being there that's not allowing you to fly and to be free. And with this 4 of Cups here coming out, a part of me feels like you have or will have the opportunity to leave or to change whatever it is that's going on, possibly with their relationship with this father figure. Again, this might be for some of you, not all of you, but that's what I'm getting from this dream. I feel like this dream was related to a event that happened possibly within, I saw a month and a half, possibly within the last month and a half, and which can be partially suppressed too. But this dream had to do with something that occurred in your real life that left sort of a dent in you, more so mentally, because again, I'm getting like air vibes and mental vibes, like your brain, things of that nature. That thunderstorm that I'm seeing, if that makes any sense. And again, with all this like flying vibes, you're someone who generally is free-spirited. You may also be someone who has a lot of ups and downs, but with this flying vibe, and I feel like you have fun when you fly in your dreams. I do too, but sometimes it's scary when I forget that I know I can control it. But that's what I'm getting for you, Pile 3, that there's This dream was possibly related to an event that occurred within the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, but I saw a month and a half for sure. There may have been a father figure involved. The whole uncertainty energy coming out, it's kind of like, should I not? With this Four of Cups here, you should, and you'll have the opportunity to. Will you take it? I don't know. That is up to you. Well, let's pull some clarifiers to see if we can just get a bit more information. Ooh, all right, well, that just popped out of nowhere. Now let's do, well, this one flung out. This is the Blood Hunter. Now, right off the bat, Blood Hunter in general, searching, hunting, looking for something. In this case, looking for something better. Even though there's that whole feeling of being clouded or not accepted by this figure here. And we have the Four of Plants. Oh, well, see, with the plants, granted there's a creature here that died, right? But around it, there's still things that are blooming. The earth also possibly used the body of the creature to bloom plants or other, you know, like these little figures around it too. So what this is telling me is, even though there's this situation here that's going on, either with your father figure or within the family, there's growth that's going to happen with the situation. Of course, if you allow it, right? With this Four of Cups here, you have to allow the growth to happen. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Growth usually isn't easy, especially if it's coming out of something that, you know, made us cry or made us feel bad in any sense. But I do see that it is going to happen for you. But again, in order for it to happen, you have to allow it to happen. You have to go through that growth here, like we see in the Four of Plants here. And I'm also getting, don't stop searching. Don't stop looking. Don't stop hunting, so to speak, here, like the Blood Hunter. But somebody's telling me, keep going, don't stop, is also what I'm hearing. Well, that's what I got for you, pile 3. If anything resonated, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, and thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!